Muslims have been telling us there's only one Quran. It doesn't matter which recitation, which sect of Islam, whether it's Shia or Sunni, whether it's Ahmadi or Ibadi, there is only one Quran. But when you go online and you're looking how many verses there are in Quran, you will find several different answers. Most answers are 6,236 verses. And that is without the Bismillah. Because as you know, 114 chapters. Out of 114 chapters, 112 of them, minus At-Tawbah and Al-Fatihah, every chapter has Bismillah added before the verse starts. So if we add Bismillah, which is 112 of them, it means the number of the verses is 6,348. However, many Muslims do not know that Ibn Masud or Ubay ibn Ka'b, they had different Qurans. Ibn Masud, his Quran was only 111 chapters because Surah Al-Fatihah, Surah An-Nas, and Surah Al-Falaq do not count because according to him, they are prayers. So prayers do not count in Quran. Therefore, it's only 111 chapters. However, Ubay ibn Ka'b had different opinion. His Quran contains 116 chapters. So when you're looking at 111 chapters or 116 chapters, okay, because Ubay ibn Ka'b had additional two chapters, Al-Kal and Al-Hafd. So automatically, the amount of the verses in their Qurans are very different. And this is just talking about whether it's Uthmanic or from Ubay ibn Ka'b or from Abdullah ibn Masud. And Quran has different recitation. The most common recitation is half. However, there's a different quote-unquote recitation, Warsh version. But this is the kicker. Warsh version of the Quran contains 6,214 verses. So it's like 22 verses less than the standard Quran, than the Hafs Quran. How come? Because a lot of people, they say, oh, Wars and Hafs, it's just the recitation. If it's just the recitation, it should be just the sound. It should be just the way you sing it differently. And this is not about that. The amount of the verses are not the same. And when you go to Shia chart, they have a very different view. You look at this. Look at this, the second person here actually. He said he counted himself, Yusuf Ali translation, 6,231. How come 6,231? And of course, if you go to Shia mosque, you ask their imams, how many verses are there in the real Quran? They will tell you over 17,000 verses. So it's not 6,236 or 6,248 verses like the standard Uthmanic Codex. According to Shia or Shiism, the real Quran contains 17,000 verses. How come? So, where are the rest? Of course, Shia believe the Quran today is not the real Quran, even though they are reading from that Quran. So this is very problematic actually for Muslims. And this is not because they are translated into different language, but we are talking about Arabic Quran here, which makes it even worse, right? Strange. That's why I do believe Quran is not from God, first of all. And the Quran they have today is not original anyway. When you see what Isaiah said, 2 verses eaten by a goat, that tells you a lot about Quran. And those 2 verses are not in the Quran. How come Aisha remember the verses and nobody else remember those 2 verses? That's why they are not in Quran. The adult breastfeeding and rajam, the stoning. This is a big problem, a real problem, something that Muslims must think about. They must rethink about what they know about Quran. Thank you for watching and listening, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Shia or Sunni, or a Christian. God bless you all. Have a nice life.